ABC 739 News at 11, Weekend Edition.
Locked out, vandalized, and looted. American homes seized in Rosarito, Mexico.
The battle brewing between beachfront homeowners and the developer who kicked them out. Imagine leaving your home for a quick errand, and when you get back, there's a padlock on the door. All your belongings have been moved to the basement, and there are signs on the windows saying your property now belongs to someone else. Catherine Garcia explains how that actually happened to residents of a beachside community just south of the border.
I was told not to set foot on the property, that I could be arrested. A lot of strong intimidation.
Dale Eppert says he was living his dream in the Baja Trade Winds development. It's just a few miles south of the border, and it sits right above the Pacific Ocean with patios that offer beautiful views and stairways to a quiet beach. But Eppert says this south of the border paradise became a nightmare last December when a nearby land developer illegally seized 10 homes and locked out the residents.
We don't know what to do. We don't know where to go anymore.
Gilberto Rodriguez Bass and his wife have a home in Los Angeles, but spent the month of December at their Baja Trade Winds house. Late that month, they took a day trip down the Baja coast. When they returned, Rodriguez Bass says his home was occupied by strangers, and their belongings had been moved to the garage.
Mattresses, dishes, sofas, 4 sofas, TVs, liquor, underwear, everything that you see in a house.
9 other residents at Baja Trade Winds say the same thing happened to them. The land itself is owned by the Mexican government, and the homeowners say this paperwork proves they have a long-term lease on the property signed by a government ministry. But a Tijuana property developer claims that lease is no longer valid. He says he now controls the property and had every right to seize these homes. Luis Alfonso Gutierrez says the federal secretary of natural resources transferred the lease to him in December. Gutierrez asked us not to show his face because, like many Tijuana businessmen, he's worried about gang violence and kidnappers. Gutierrez says he has paid taxes on the Baja Trade Winds property and obtained the government lease fair and square.
Yes, it is hard because the Americans were also trying to get the land. But in the end, what's fair is fair. And the government gave it to us.
Gutierrez wants to tear down these houses and replace them with parks and open space. Across the street, he plans to build new condominiums. Both sides in this dispute insist the law and the Mexican government are on their side. But the residents must find somewhere else to live until this dispute is settled.
I still believe that the government wants to do what's right. However, here we are 3 months later, and all the promises, none of them, we're still out of our houses.
About 15 other homes in that development are still occupied by their owners, but those residents tell us they are very worried their homes will also be seized. The homeowners have hired a Mexico City attorney to help their legal fight.